What's up guys, in this video I'm going to show you this crazy ghost shine effect. It looks absolutely crazy and we're going to play on these roto effects, really add some like horror, like mysterious vibe to it. By the way, if you don't know me yet, nice to meet you. My name is Gus and I've been editing for over a decade, and I run the Friendly File store in which I sell editing packs, presets, and templates that allow you to have in one click some insane visuals. I just dropped my brand new Ultimate New Wave V3 kit that allows you to have all of the most viral effects at the moment in a single click. All of the presets are super easy to use. All you gotta do is drag and drop them onto your layer and you have a crazy result. The link will be in a description with a discount code as well for watching this far. With that said, let's get right into this. All right, so we're gonna start with this clip of PZ right here. And the first thing we're gonna do is rotoscope. What's actually so cool now is that we can have a bunch of effects in such a short amount of time with the object matte tool. So as you can see, it already rotoscopes out our layer. So I click right here. It did a pretty good job, but not a perfect one. Basically on the first frame, you just wanna get the quick selection tool and do alt click, remove the parts that are the way you actually want. We're just gonna press on spacebar, clean. So now we already have our rotoscope. If it jitters a bit too much for your liking, you can reduce chatter right here. I also like to put the motion blur, decontaminate edge colors. That helps a lot as well. So we're gonna freeze the frame now. Right, so what we're gonna do is duplicate this and we're gonna call the top layer roto and then the one under background. The one with the background, we're going to remove the rotoscope because we want a background and then the rotoscope on top. So on the background for now, we're not going to do anything. However, what we're going to do is start applying effects to the roto right here. And we're going to start off with the invert effect, which is one of the main effects that are going to give a result. So for now, we're going to have this. Then we're also going to add a bit of glow to it. We're now getting a bit of that like silhouette effect that looks super cool in my opinion. I think we're also going to add some noise to that as well. Let's add some noise, and even we can put it like before the glow so it looks something like this. Then we're just going to add a flicker effect by adding exposure, and then we're going to do alt click on exposure. So basically what this effect is, it just increases the light. So we want to make this flicker effect by doing alt click, wiggle, parentheses, and then we're going to type, let's do 24 and then 3. We're going to have like a really intense, super cool like flicker effect. And I think we can even get a cooler effect than this solely because you can put it like above the glow. And now as you can see, the glow is really going to play into the flicker effect, which is honestly so nice. And then we're going to add the light rays effect as well. Increase the intensity, and we're gonna make it follow his face because we want it to have like, you know, that light ray effect wherever he's at. So we're gonna keyframe the center right here, guys, and then when he goes over there, you just have to grab this little thingy, put it right there, and then you're gonna have the result that we need. Let's go over there when needed, over there, over there. Let's see what that gives us for now. All right, so now we have this light ray effect. Let's say if we can increase the intensity, super dope. And you can even play with the radius as well if you want like a huge radius. That's what I did, for example. And then what I'd like to do for the background is just add a small Gaussian blur effect. I think that's gonna look super dope. Yeah. That looks nice. And even what we could do is make the background like black and white. And then we can also add a curves effect to this one and then decrease the low lights just a bit. Fire. And now we're just gonna add a bit of sauce to it. I talked to you about my Ultimate New Wave V3 kit earlier on. I'm just gonna go and add an adjustment layer. And I think I'm gonna add ripple shake, this one right here. So I'm just gonna drag and drop it on an adjustment layer. And then we're gonna have like this crazy shake at the beginning that really adds like a lot of energy to the scene. I think what would be even better if there's like no effect in the beginning and then we have the peak over effect and then it goes back to normal. So let's do this right now. So that means that on the background layer in the beginning, put it like in the middle where we actually want all of the effects so we can keyframe the blurriness. And also what do? Yeah, we changed the saturation as well. So let's go to the beginning and put those things back to where they were. So 100 and the blurriness to 0. So it looks like this in the beginning. It goes to that effect, and then it goes back right here. So 100 and 0. And that one in the middle, we're gonna put the blurriness. So now we're gonna have this. So now we just need to do the same thing for the roto effect, right? So at its peak, we're just gonna keyframe all of those, like all of the properties. So the curve, let's say like the intensity of the light rays, glow as well, the glow intensity, the exposure, the noise, blend, invert as well. And then let's just go maybe like 4 frames before and just do reset. Then let's do reset for the invert. Actually, let's do blend with original, and then the noise as well, put it to 0. So let's say, for example, at the beginning, we have normal clip. It turns into our crazy effect. Go back as well, I think like there. We can copy the keyframes from when it was at its peak. So let's do this and put it back to 0. These ones. The invert needs to be switched and with original. On top, I'm just gonna add like a vignette as well, so that when it's at its peak, really like increase the amount of vignette, and then put it back to 0 in the beginning. So gonna add the curves effect on top, keyframe it, and then in the middle, we're gonna make it like really grungy and bring out the highlights and decrease the lowlights. Oh my god, yeah, that looks great. And then do reset at the end. Just that way we really add like some grunginess and randomness to the scene. That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and if it brought you any value, please consider subscribing. Also, please let me know in the comments what else you want to see on this channel. What are the effects that you've been seeing that you want to see featured on this channel? Please let me know so I can cover them for you. If you made it to the end, that means you're dedicated. So if you want to learn some more sauce, click on this one right here, and I'll see you over there. Peace.